Good morning, everyone. It's Luna Bell. Y'all, the sound clip was Wicked Looks Good on Me. They told me to be good. Yeah, okay. Yo, I was being reminded, I'm being told, yeah, that it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, be good. Absolutely, 100%. Why am I hearing fucking Elvis in the house? Blue shoes. I heard blue moon, but I heard blues. I actually have some little blue velvet shoes. Fucking had to. Oh, okay. Okay, all right. Give you the things I've heard this morning. Okay, let's give you the wild things I've heard this morning. All right, the first off, well, I mentioned this stuff. Apparently, Wicked looks good on us, and I was reminded of. Actually, it was Swan Dick. He said something, and I was like, yeah, I love adult bedtime stories. Be creative. I don't think he understood. And hindsight is 100% is what I'm hearing right here. But I also got references like to my sun sign. I'm an Aries. But I was also reminded of my first house because it's Virgo. And I was like, what the fuck was all up with that shit? I mean, why would you do that? I mean, Aries and then Virgo. Really? Okay. So there's fire with some perfectionist. Well, you're just anal, okay? You're just anal as fuck. Anyway, this is all for entertainment, 18 plus trigger warning. But then I got references to Georgia and peaches. Georgia peaches. Um, and then we got references to the praying mantis. And I'm seeing, and they're going 999. When I got on my TikToky, the thing that shows you about who's been looking at your profile, it had 99 on there. Anyway, oh, I shit you not. It's 6:34 Central Standard Time, and there is, okay, it just bumped up to 65% on my phone. I'm charging it. But, oh, and there's there's a little five right there. Anyhow, I looked it up. Praying mantis spiritually symbolizes stillness, patience, mindfulness, and divine connection. Across many cultures, this insect is revered as a messenger of good fortune, inner wisdom, and intuitive awakening. Now, the intuition and foresight, because the mantis translates to seer or prophet in Greek, the insect symbolizes the need to trust your inner voice and look beyond the surface levels of situation. Okay, a mantis never strikes at random. It symbolizes calculated, mindful action, taking the time to be absolutely sure of your choices before making a move. With its praying posture, it frequently seen as a symbol of prayer, devotion, and a connection to the higher spiritual realms. Okay. All right. I'm being reminded of what I said about hindsight in 424 on my timer. Um, yeah, I'm seeing the number 2112. I almost said 1221. That may be someone's birthday, but 1221 is significant. All right, so let's see where we're going with this praying mantis. The mindfulness, the intentional movement. The references to the fire energy, 505, you got some changes coming on. I'm noticing I'm wearing this like darker red, rust red, whatever you want to call it. The reference to the Aries energy, but also the Virgo and, you know, the perfectionism, the anality of being a bitch. Okay, I don't care what you call it. Your ass is being anal. Anyhow, you could be, you could rush your fences. Yeah, I mean, if you got that fire energy, that Aries, I mean, you could be very impulsive. So you're being mindful, more purposeful. And I had noticed that there was painful endings on the bottom of the deck here. And that's actually what you're doing. You're learning to end that cycle of the boom, fire response is what it seems like. Yes, there's 4 cards that come out of these, 605, and this would be the 5th one. So that 555, you got the Orion activation, the supernova, or recreation, renewal, rebirth by light. You have been working deeply on you, your own inner wounding. Actually, that does 624. That reminds me of where I was thinking this morning. Where y'all, I mean, I lashed out not long ago. I mentioned that, and I've been looking at that, and what I'm doing for me is looking at what is my wounding. What was my wounding that I'm afraid of? That, you know, I'm looking at me. So you're working on you, and slow and steady wins the race. You are rebirthed by light. Be gentle with yourself as well. Don't beat yourself up, y'all, okay? This is not a sprint race, or, you know, it's not the dash. Inner earth, base chakra, strength and security, laying foundations. I'm reminded of the halls of Amenti and everything down here, but it's almost like you go in this subdivision is the word I'm hearing, of self and the safety and security there, that well-groundedness. You're building your own stable foundation, your own seat of power that you feel comfortable in. Baby, you're creating your own throne, and you're sitting in that bitch like a queen and empress or whatever you are, or emperor, however you present yourself. And then we had the sword of light, like I said. I mean, you're showing your authority. You are the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, however you want to see yourself. The Emperor, Empress, the divine protection. The cords are cut. Cords are cut. Breakthrough energy. Oh, okay. It's almost like the winding back of your own energy. You call that all in. Wow. Baby, I'm seeing a silver cord as well with this. They are mentioning a silver cord. You take that as you want. You got the star being healing codes, important information, wounds are healed, and recharging. I mentioned that you've been working on self. I noticed that it was 8:30 on the timer. That's probably someone's birthday. Thank you for confirmation. Y'all, I'm noticing the time. It says 6:40, so whatever. I'm getting a reference to a train station, and I hear watch your step, and I just got a notification for the old YouTuber on my phone for that. So watch your step, whoever, and you're an Aries, but you're Aries. I want to say Aries because you're definitely a fire sign. May it be blessed, and you are definitely making the progress. You are due for a vacation. They're saying slow down on working on self. It's okay to slow down and have fun, y'all. I'm noticing my peanut. There's like one single peanut, and I'm seeing, you know, the circus with some elephants and, you know, all the fun, making you smile. Have fun, cut up. Just be. May it be blessed, blessed be.